Plywood is going fast. You can see the line over here. I was told there were 750 pieces of plywood. They are probably about halfway to 3/4 of the way out already. You can clearly tell the wind is picking up. I just saw a branch fall no more than a minute ago. I want to pan over though to the Caloosahatchee and look at the river right now. It's the ABCs of life. It's alcohol, boating, and if you look down, we're cycling. Alex, it is a very big branch. I want to give you kind of an example of just how big it is. I have about a 6'6" wingspan, and I would say it's at least double. We're talking maybe 13 to 15 feet. Let's be honest here. We've seen these go haywire a lot. If you're not a professional, you probably shouldn't be shooting these off. And this is actually one of the best times of the year to catch these blue crabs. We're gonna let that guy go. People have been here since midnight. Rachel, actually right here, was supposed to move into her college today, skipped it, and she's trying out for American Idol. Rachel, thank you for joining us. Who needs coffee when you just get all the blood to rush right to your head? From the coastline all the way east through Collier County, Collier County Mosquito Control is spraying and treating this whole area. And this neighborhood in LaBelle will be picking up scraps for days to come. As you can see behind me, look at this right here. Part of the roof ripped off. Got it on my hand. Let's go right in and we'll see if it actually works. We stick it on there, and they're already all over my hand at this point. How could you not want to adopt this little guy? Look, you said this was your favorite part of the morning. Well, this is one of my favorite more in the mornings ever. I am in puppy heaven right now.
Let's go right now to WBBH's Gary Brode, who's in Cape Coral, Florida. Gary, I understand you've got a lot of downed tree branches. I see one that snapped right behind you, and that looks like a fairly thick branch.
Alex, it is a very big branch. I want to give you kind of an example of just how big it is. I have about a 6'6" wingspan, and I would say it's at least double. We're talking maybe 13 to 15 feet. Now, I'm not sure exactly because of the wind or because of lightning. We haven't had much lightning in the area, so I'm assuming that it is wind. Wind speeds have picked up to anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. In some cases, we have seen wind gusts of up to 35 miles per hour in this area, the Cape Coral area. That number is important. The reason why we are here right now, we are very close to one of our main bridges, which connects us from Cape Coral to Fort Myers. Once that speed hits 40 miles per hour and it sustains at that for a little while, they're going to close those bridges. So, for example, our station is on the Fort Myers side. If we're here in Cape Coral, we are actually going to be stuck here in Cape Coral. We can't get it back over. We won't have shelter. Now, I do need to mention, though, there's no blockade. It's just a reference. They just don't want people to be on the roads, on the bridge because of that sustained wind. Now, as we look down the road here, you can see, I want to look up. Here's why it's so troubling where this branch went down. Those are power lines no more than 15, 20 feet away. And as I take you over here, if you look at these trees right here, behind those trees, that's a power grid. So certainly a cause for concern in this area right now. I can tell you in the last 15 minutes or so, the wind speeds has clearly picked up. So has the rain. We're seeing a lot more of it. We drove around the Cape Coral area for the last half hour, 45 minutes or so. We have seen anything from fruit, branches, also a couple mailboxes as well. So the wind speed certainly playing a factor right now. No one is on the road, thankfully. People are hunkering down, getting ready for the storm, or we are in the evacuation area. Hopefully a lot of those people who were supposed to be here got out in time. But for now, we are just going to have to wait it out because Irma is hitting probably within the next 6-7 hours or so, but we're going to have to deal with this wind for the next couple of days.
Yeah, and it's only going to get worse, that's for sure. Hey, Gary, do me a quick favor. Look down the road. I see there is power despite concerns about things like trees and branches falling down, right, like you've just shown us.
Yeah, Alex, we have been pretty lucky so far on power. We're not expecting that luck to continue. As you look up there, you can kind of see one of the street lights currently still on. Down the road, I don't know if you're able to see, but we're able to see several different houses with power right now. At last check, in the three major counties that we have, Charlotte County, Collier County, and Lee County, about 1,500 people are without power, so not a large number by any stretch of the imagination. We've certainly seen worse on a bad storm day, but like we said, we expect that number to continue to rise throughout the next couple of days.
All right, well, WBBH's Gary Brode, do keep a very close eye on the wind speeds. We don't want you getting stuck anywhere where it's not safe for you, so thank you for joining us live here on MSNBC. Thanks, Gary. Still ahead, the preparations in place to help those being hit.